To all who come to this happy place, welcome.
Welcome, everybody. Time to answer the call, and tonight we answer it with two amazing people on a Wednesday night. I'm excited. It's always your get-through show. It's hump day. It's Wednesday. We're going to get you through to that Disney weekend with two amazing people, one incredible channel. It's new content to talk about tonight with Bob and Kelly. I am really excited. So let's get this opening knocked out. We're going to celebrate a little bit on Wednesday and get ready to roll this party into the weekend. Dean in the live place, he's absolutely killing it. 150 family-friendly channels over there for Dean. Check out everything he's doing. And thank you, Dean and the live place. Partner channels, I've got some amazing channels. 3 of them that go live from the parks, Myers, Dizzard Dream, and Mouse Talk. My other 5 go live from home right there, and they are incredible. T. Marie, Dad Builds Dole Whip, and Disney World Freak. You can check all of their links out on the direct front of my YouTube channel. Canada Crusaders, these are people that support us throughout more than you know. We support them back. We'll talk about them throughout the show. First, Dan Disney Worlders, 20-some thousand strong on his Facebook group. Doing a good job. Thank you to all the Canada Crusaders and our executive producers. I've got 7 heavy hitters that come in and make an impact on the channel. Thank you so much. Check out the links for all of my executive producers and Canada Crusaders, again, on the front of my YouTube page. Facebook, we're over there working it hard. We got a group. We got a page. We welcome you to follow us all over there. TikTok as well. We're following TikTok. We're over on TikTok and over on Instagram, putting out our information. Please keep up to date with us. And Discord is blowing up. Jesse and Joy doing an incredible job over there with it. Since they've taken it over 200 people following over on the Pete McDivitt Show Discord. We'd love for you to come over and talk Disney and sports with us. Membership on the channel, we've got 4 different tiers. We'd love for you to consider membership. Today, it is completely optional. You do one of the higher levels, we'll get you out one of the Disney minted coins, special emojis, group chats, private streams, all kind of good stuff over there in our clubhouse. We would love for you to be a part of it. Membership is brought to you each week by Zoel's World and Being a Jean-Claire. 2 amazing channels, 1 incredible lady. Please go over and check out the amazing Jean-Claire. She just went over 1K on Zoel's World and working the other ways with her other channel as well. She's amazing.
The official Disney-related news service and partner of the Pete McDevitt Show is Chip & Company. You can find this trusted source at chipandco.com or on many social media outlets including YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.
If you're looking for real estate in Central Florida or anywhere around the world, it's time to reach out to Compass's new featured agent. It's Christina Whitman, delivering a modern real estate experience from coast to coast. Christina Whitman and Compass will deliver you your brand new home. The magic in Central Florida, you want to find it. It's with Christina Whitman, Compass, and the #1 brokerage in the USA. We're happy to focus on all of the charity events going on in our community. Right now, we're highlighting and focusing on Donna Jaworski, July 24th, 2 o'clock. It's our 50th anniversary all-day fundraiser benefiting Give Kids the World. We're excited about it. We hope that you'll consider supporting an amazing creator and an incredible charity event. We highlight all the ladies of our community as much as we can. I focus on these ladies right now. I got to get Cinderella in there. I got to talk with her and find out what day she goes live as well. Cinderella also should be in with these incredible content creators of our community. We'll get her added in. I got to reach out to her later tonight. This is a big announcement we're excited about if you haven't seen it yet. We can't wait for that to go. It's going to be in the fall. It's going to be exciting. It's the next branch of our Disney YouTube recognition series for the Hall of Fame. We're starting early and getting that together. If you have ideas for characters, please send them to me on direct message or email. We've already got 50-some character suggestions, and we're going to put that final list together probably within the next 30 days. Secondly, I want to do a couple quick points of interest. Real quick, I'm going to take this down while I do it. One, I want to recognize and acknowledge the fact that Brian and Amanda, they lost their channel. YouTube came back and apologized, said they made a mistake. Brian and Amanda are back up. We want to congratulate them. It's important for us to do that here at the beginning of the show, so that was important to me. Secondly, I wanted to also throw it out there. I've had a lot of requests lately for Preston's birthday coming up early next month. I just got literally 2 emails today that I was answering. Jeannie and I were going back and forth talking about stuff. I just want to put it out there. Nanette and I have talked about this year, and we're humble people. So one, we try to do, we don't ask for anything, but I've had people ask, so I'm going to put this out there. Preston is focused on college now and trying to get there. And in order to do that, he's got to do some things. So there's an opportunity. I'll do a share screen. I'll tell you what I'm explaining. Rather than people just loading up Funko Pops and all kind of stuff, please, this year, and sending all kind of gift cards and stuff that people were reaching out to me. Where do I do this and that? Preston is going to be paying for himself to go to a trainer with Under Armour to try to build up his college opportunity for baseball. So I had people saying they wanted to get all kind of Funkos and stuff. What I would rather do is say, if you're looking to do something for Preston and you reached out to me, think about send me an email and just tell me you'd like the person's name for this, and you can send a message. I can give you an email and you can do a gift card for Preston for this. He's trying to work hard to get into college, and he's going to be paying for it himself and doing his own things. But Nanette and I talked, and we really don't want this year people just sending Funkos and all kind of crazy stuff, but same token, we want to be respectful to people that want to do something for Preston for his birthday. So this is what we're putting out there. He's going to do a summer program with an Under Armour trainer, which we're really excited about here. And it's should be a good thing. So with that all said and getting that off the books, those 2 pieces of news, let's jump back over to here and talk about who we have coming in tonight. Everybody, we are truly excited about our guest tonight. To me, there are so many special people that I put as elite members of our community. And guess what? Just this past induction series, Bob and Kelly were inducted into the Disney YouTube recognition series, and I couldn't have been more honored and humbled by the community to see their name get the votes and to be inducted in this time. Bob and Kelly, if you don't know them, you know, they are truly, like their YouTube channel says, just a couple of kids at heart. They're DVC members, they're annual pass holders. They, you know, travel down to Disney a lot and bring the magic to us from the parks when they go down there with their lovely family. And every now and then you'll get a cruise or two out of them, which is pretty cool. Incredible dining reviews, travel tips found all over Instagram and Twitter. And usually most nights, Bob is forcing me to spend extra time on my sports because he forces the games to go to overtime. Ladies and gentlemen, coming in and sitting down with us, the amazing, the special couple. It is Bob and Kelly, everybody. Welcome in, guys.
Hello.
We're glad.
Hi, everybody.
I know, I can't figure out which way it's going to go.
I know, we're backwards.
We're backwards.
You're backwards. Well, things happen that way. So thank you.
Well,
thank you guys
just a little bit backwards anyway.
Hey, look, we fit right in together. It's a beautiful thing. So real quick, I'll say hello. Thank you to Jesse and Tina for dropping all the links for everybody in there already, leading the moderator team. Thank you guys both. Paul Engel, welcome in. April Bullis, welcome in. Surf Bum John, Mandy Adams. Surfer Girl is here. Hey, Cherie. Surf Bum John, another Hall of Famer, inducted with you this time. Well, let's see. Nathan Rada's here. Let me jump back up top because I really try not to miss anybody. I'm just not as good as Steve at doing this whole thing. Jeannie525, I saw you. And Brian Wasco is in here. And jumping all the way back up to Bob and Kelly are here. It was surprising. And everybody's texting me about fantasy football. I don't have time right now, guys. Movie Mania Nick, Christine Hickman is here. Sonic the Hedgehog as well. If I missed you, Jennifer Carasso, welcome in. And Detroit Disney Duo. So thank you guys all for coming in tonight and supporting this great couple. So let's jump right into the fun and have a good time here. If you want to ask questions tonight of my guests and you have the phone number, feel free to call into the studio. I encourage it. If you want to ask questions but do not have the number, highlight at Pete McDevitt Show into the chat. It'll jump up in orange over there and we will sit down and talk with this amazing couple. Is that your daughter hiding behind the wall back there?
That's Kaya, yeah. She's feeding the cats.
I was going to say, keep the cats. We don't need to be attacked by cats. They scare me. Ava loves Disney. Welcome as well. Let's start out with just a general. Tell, for somebody who might not know you and are just getting to meet you for the first time, just a little general introduction about yourselves. Then we'll kind of get into the love of Disney, your channel, and all that kind of great stuff.
Do you want to go first?
Oh, sure. I'm, besides being the most handsome man on the planet.
We are right at it, right out of the gate. Here we go.
Why not? Why waste time? Anyway, we have a lot of fun, YouTube. It's like, you know, you're our extended family and we like to entertain, so to speak. And, and plus we like to have fun and just bring you along with us. So
I love that. Kelly?
Well, I dressed up for the occasion. I have my tiara, because I had to offset the handsomeness of Bob. So,
planet, like that.
No, we've been doing our channel for about 3 years. Mostly do Disney.
Almost 4.
Almost 4? Really? Boy, time flies when you're having fun.
You ain't got, oh Lord.
So yeah, we mostly do Disney. We do throw a little bit of other stuff in there every once in a while. So
yeah, a few cocktails here and there.
I love it. I love it. So let's before we get into the channel, let's talk about your love of Disney. Where did your love of Disney come for each of you? Is that something from your childhood? Is it something you found together? Just where did that aspect come for each of you?
I think we both kind of, I'll answer first and then you can go if that works, since you went first last time. For me, it started when I was a kid. When I was in high school, I thought I was actually going to go work for Disney.
Really?
When I graduated high school, my path kind of took me in a different direction. But I always wanted to go to Disney. I didn't grow up in a Disney family. My parents never took us to Disney. It was just always somewhere I kind of felt compelled to go, wanted to go. And then my first marriage, he wasn't a Disney guy either. So,
That's why he didn't last.
That's why he didn't last.
There you go.
And then when Bob and I, got together, we made up for lost time, I guess, because we
still are.
We are still.
That's awesome. That's great. I love that story, though. That's fantastic.
Yeah,
Bob, how about you?
I think I was Walt Disney's love child.
Are you sure?
I don't know. My
You're
mom's
not that
not. My
old?
mom. My mom has passed away, so she can't deny it.
Okay.
So I've always loved Disney since it was like I grew up in a large family, small house. Disney was an escape. We watched the World Disney every Sunday. It was just
Right.
huge Disney. I never thought I was going to be able to go, and then when I hooked up with this one, it was like
We're gonna go all the time.
we gotta go.
There you
So,
go. The beautiful Mickey Bunch is in here with us, saying hello while she's
Hi,
listening, while
Kelly.
she's working. So that's pretty amazing. So for both of you, was it always Disney World that was your first primarily home, or was either one of you, was it out California?
I always thought of California,
Okay.
to be honest with you, because
That's where we went
that's
first.
that's where we went first. But
Okay.
that's the one that Walt actually helped build. Because
True.
I mean, Walt is like an amazing guy.
Yeah.
He was an innovator. He was um, he just I loved his attitude
Absolutely.
and everything. You're a kid at heart. So Walt to me was way up there,
Way up there at the top. I love
and
that.
I wanted to be where he was. Yeah.
I love
Yeah,
that.
for me, Disney World was always my favorite. So, even though we went to Disneyland first, we went there when Kaya turned 5. That was our first trip to Disneyland, and now she's 14. So we've been going, what,
You can't do the math.
12? Is that
That's
12
9
years?
years.
Is that 9 years?
That's 9
9
years.
I am not good at math.
That's 9 years, not 12.
But Disney World was always my favorite.
It's 12
and
in
it still
cat
is
years,
my
Bob.
favorite.
Don't give her a hard time. It's 12 in
Oh,
cat
That's
years.
it.
Okay.
That's
okay.
it.
12 in cat years. I like them both for different reasons. I love the resorts at Disney World. I love the magic at Disneyland.
Oh, it's a great way to put it. That's an excellent way to put it. I think both of them are equally as important with everything we do for so many different unique reasons. That's why I always ask the question, but I always get frustrated when those people start yelling, "Hey, it's one over the other." No, it's not. It can fully be both, and that's, you guys have proven that, much like many others.
Yeah, it's
So,
both. It's totally
Yeah, I
both.
think both each has its own special feel, its own special vibe.
I would agree with that. So obviously, as you started out thinking about doing YouTube, you had to be watching a lot of creators out there that got you emotionally involved into it. And again, I always preface this thing by saying, hey, we're not going to say every last channel. So if you didn't get your channel name said, please don't be offended. I'm putting my guest on a spot with a tough thing to just throw out a couple that come to mind of some of the ones that maybe were influenced for you to start saying, wow, this YouTube thing with Disney is pretty cool.
I think I started watching Disney YouTubers first. I used to watch a couple called See You Real Soon.
Okay,
I used to watch them a lot. So
Tim.
Yeah, Tim, of course. To be honest, we weren't really huge, big YouTube watchers when we
Okay.
started our channel. We didn't have a whole big list of people that we watched, back then, 4 years ago. And in
Right.
the process, we've grown our YouTube family, and of course watch more now because they've become friends of ours and things like that. So
That's great. I love that. Welcome
Well,
into
Kelly and Kaya used to watch it. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. No,
Kelly
go
and
ahead.
Kaya used to watch it because they wanted to research going to Disney.
Going to Disney.
Right.
That makes
And
sense.
I'm a fly by the seat of the pants kind of guy, so I want to be surprised. I want to see everything like it's brand new. But these two wanted to know everything there was to know about it.
I'm a researcher, so I used it for research purposes, more than anything.
Well, the crazy part of that, and so I don't forget, Bruins fan 1924, welcome in, and Angela Minta as well, and Gene Fitzmagic. Great to see you in here. The crazy thing is when you talk about 4 years, truly that is kind of when the YouTube Disney thing, if you look in that 4 to 5.5 year range ago, is when Tracker really started kicking in, and that's Josh and Jenna Josh technically started Resort TV 1 right about the same time, and many others. So it's not that far off that it's evolved into what we have today. So that's pretty cool. So one of the things we'll try to do throughout the night as we go through is we're going to step in and out. Step in and out of the channel and in and out of personal stuff because we always like to figure out that there. Mike Beckman, good to see you, buddy. Let me ask you this. You guys mentioned about both parks. I know personally that you've been to the Land and you've been to Florida, but have you been to any of the other international parks? And if not, are they bucket lists that you want to do, or nope, don't care about it?
Yeah, totally. We haven't been lucky enough to have gone to any of the other parks yet.
We were going to.
We were going to go to Paris.
We were going to go to Paris. I even got their app downloaded
You went as
Oh,
far
that
as
takes a
yeah.
lot.
I did, and I also went as far as almost booking the hotel. I was that close, but we were gonna go to Paris, but then we changed
Something
that.
changed. Yeah, plans changed.
I don't think we were able to spend as long
Maybe that was
gone.
it. Yeah.
So
But we'd love to go to Tokyo someday. We would love to go
Tokyo,
to
Shanghai, those are my dream parks. I want to go
Nice.
to both of those.
Absolutely. That's great. I love to hear that. And we'll look for content coming when that does happen. That'll be exciting from you guys. And speaking of content, guys, if you're first time watching tonight or you're, watching the replay, Big Matt, welcome in. Good to see you, buddy. And you don't follow Bob and Kelly, I hope maybe by the end of the show, their charismatic interview here, and I'm telling you, you're going to have some laughs along the way with us because they are amazing people. Or their content. We're going to talk about that a little later in the show. Or Kai in the background just walking around with cats. Maybe one of those reasons will make you want to follow Bob and Kelly and give them a little love tonight. All of the moderators are supporting and helping tonight and dropping links into the chat for Bob and Kelly. And thank you guys so much for doing that. Ventures by D, welcome in as well. So let's talk for a second here before we jump back into the channel about Disney YouTube Recognition Series Hall of Fame. Let's talk about this. This is something that obviously I'm exceptionally proud of because I helped put this together. But I'm more proud not of my start of it. I'm more proud of where the community has taken this. Prior to this show, this past week before the show, welcome into Molly Fitz Brown as well and Hatbox Ghost. Prior to the show this week, guys, there was 3 or 4 more other creators that were doing pre-shows of our recognition show. That's how much the community has gotten involved. This past show, for what you were inducted, reached over 800 and some odd votes, almost 900 total votes to come in. Okay. I will also tell you, since you're sitting here with me, that you were in the top half of the class in total votes, which is a heck of an acknowledgement there. And the fact that your peers saw you as people of integrity, as people of class, of people of importance to the community, that they voted for you this time. I just kind of like to get a live, feelings from you guys on that night, what it felt like to hear your name called and that type of thing, if you wouldn't mind.
It was amazing. I mean, first of all, we just want to thank everybody for that. I mean, it's a huge, big honor for us just to be recognized for, the work we put into our channel and, and mostly, kind of the relationships that we've built, with YouTube and stuff. And it's a huge, big honor for us to be included in big name channels and people who have accomplished so much in YouTube. And it's just really an honor, I think.
Oh yeah, I think it's great that you guys recognize Kelly for all the work she does.
Where were you guys
I
when?
know which side my bread is buttered on. It's right over here.
Now, were you guys? Obviously, it's a lot for me that night, so I can't keep up with who's where, when, why that night. Were you guys live watching when that was called out?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's awesome. That had to be
it was amazing. And, it kind of gave it away when you said, they're doing their job from the center of the country. I don't know a whole lot of other, there are a few Colorado, Disney vloggers out there, but
we have a lot of good Midwest
my ears
people.
kind of went,
maybe.
We do.
Well, I think it's, well, first off, if you're in the chat right now and you're already inducted, put your number. That everybody has an induction number. Your buttons are on the way. By the way, press and hand sign them. They're sitting right below me. Amber was supposed to go to the mailbox today, but I need a box because I have Dad Builds turtle. I don't know if you're aware of that I have his turtle. And
I thought you said turlet.
Well, this turtle,
a turlet.
This turtle is now heading to Florida. It's not going to Dad Builds. I'm mailing it down to Steve in Florida, let him take it around the parks. So it's going on a trip before it gets to Chris. But these will go out tomorrow. But you got a big responsibility now because you now help vote in the next class. You will each get 8 votes each to make it to help vote that next class in coming behind you.
Responsibility.
So that'll be great. What is Jesse said, hey, Kelly cried that night. She won't admit it, but she did. Oh, okay.
Yes, she did.
Oh, I'm sure I did because Jesse knows me. I am a crier. So
Okay.
I know that some happy tears were happening that night. Yeah.
You know, it's not the first time. We've had multiple people do that. And the fact that, again, there's tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands to maybe close to 1 million of people that watch the Disney YouTube community, and the fact that our community sees you that way, I think that's awesome, and it's well deserved. And we're excited for you. So congratulations there. Let's jump back into.
Thank you. We're excited
Thank you.
too.
Jump back into your channel. Your name's kind of obvious of your channel. It's you. It is you. It's you two guys together. Let's first start by talking about what are people going to find if they come over to Bob and Kelly. What is the content that they will find?
They're going to find mostly Disney, some things, some other things every once in a while. We are just trying to be as real as possible. And this is, what you see is what you get. This is how I roll. This is how Kelly is. Kelly sanitizes it a little much, but that's okay because I can be a little more than a need. So
Sometimes.
I need a sanitizer, and she's good at it. But it's still pretty much really us.
Yeah, we kind of just like to put out content that we like and stuff that we would want to watch, things that we enjoy, restaurants and cocktails and lounges and Disney stuff and
hotels.
Hotels.
I knew
Yeah.
I knew you'd both be humble tonight, so I'm prepared here. You ready for this? Ladies and
Okay,
gentlemen,
let's
if
go.
you want to keep up with Bob and Kelly, the playlists are wide in variety but give you a lot of magic. Welcome in this Disney stranger joining us. Stop texting me about fantasy football. Good Lord. Oh, nope, I'm sorry. It's Jesse texting me. We're in overtime already, she said. So I'll just let you know. Here's what you're going to find on Bob and Kelly's playlist. There's a lot of great ones over there, and I'm not going to get them all. Just to go. London, Orlando vlogs. You guys just went to London not that long ago and spent some time over there. Disney vlog and review.
I didn't. She did.
I know. Colorado. I'm trying to get people to go there and find out. Bob, stop ruining the spoiler. Colorado dining and recreation. You'll find it there. Disney World transportation. You got Vlogmas. You got Martini Monday, which I love that video, by the way. You got all kind of vlogs from different trips you made to Texas and all over. A ton of vlogs all the way through. You guys went to Savannah and Disney Resort. That's in there. You got your Walt Disney Disneyland content in there. You got Disney Tag Challenges, which is a ton of fun. Content goes all the way back. You even got cruise content in there. There is a plethora of content. And guys, let me tell you, the best thing about this that I can say right now, the biggest compliment that I can give you is the whole reason I started following this couple is because when you watch them, it's like you're sitting there, right part of it, and you're part of the laughs, and it's incredible, and you'll love this content. What would you say is one of your favorite things that you guys, some of the favorite things you've done on there?
Oh gosh.
I think our first London trip was one of my favorites.
Our first London trip was one of our favorites.
Well, my only London trip.
Well, yeah, because I've been twice now. So.
I was told you had to stay home.
The crown is there for a reason. She's like an honorary English person.
I was told you were grounded, is what I was told. When I asked about London.
Well, it's only because of all the overtime I had.
Yeah, that's right. He has to sit in the
penalty box. I was in the penalty box.
So London trip, and then with all talk about. I wish you'd do more Martini Monday. I absolutely loved that. That was one of my favorite videos as I was going through watching and prepping for this interview. I had missed that one somehow. I thought that was so cool.
We are going to bring Martini Monday back. We used to do Food and Booze Friday. So we would do restaurant reviews, and then occasionally we would make cocktails and stuff like that. We kind of ran out of restaurants to review at Disney. Okay. So we are going to bring Martini Monday back soon as we can get ourselves to do, home vlogs.
Well, it's like we kind of just we felt like it was getting stale. So rather than put out bad content,
we want to keep it fresh and entertaining.
We just wanted to take a small break from that, but we're about ready to gear up and start doing that again.
I love that. Love that. So as you're thinking about this with your channel, let me ask you this: kind of where are you looking to go with it? Are you looking to keep it as, hey, you're at 1.87K subscribers, solid to have almost 2K in there? Is it going to be still your passions where you're going? Are you trying to keep it as a hobby for fun? what is your long-term plan for Bob and Kelly's YouTube channel?
Do we have the same plan? You want to tell your plan and then I'll tell mine.
What's my plan?
Do you have a plan?
I have a plan.
I don't know. That's what
My
I'm
plan is just to see where it goes. I would love to have it up there, you know, and that's all we did was, you know, create content. I know that we're not putting the work in for that yet.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard. It's hard when you have like other jobs.
Because we have full-time job
Yeah.
otherwise, which most YouTube creators do, you know, and we got lucky with that one video. So
yeah, we got super lucky with a short that we did, and that kind of jumped us up like an overnight crazy thing with our cats. It didn't even have anything to do with us. It was our cat video. But
of all things.
Or Disney. It was all
Disney,
about the cats.
it was the cats.
Well, hey,
but,
whatever it takes.
It does, yeah. For me, we still want to keep it fun. And, as long as we're still having fun, we're going to keep doing this. And, of course we want to watch our channel grow, but we want to continue to build friendships and relationships with other people. And that's been the most important thing that we've done.
Yeah, we don't really want we want quality growth. We don't want like sub for sub growth and that kind of stuff where you see it all the time. And, we're going to grow slower that way. And that's okay because the more people that subscribe to us are going to keep watching us.
Right. And, we love talking to people and we love meeting people. We've been fortunate enough to meet a lot of people when we were in the parks. So, that's the most important thing.
And of course we met Pete.
Of course we did.
The Godfather.
I know.
We got to have sit down. People. Hey, KDY. KDY says Bob and Kelly are always fun, regardless of what they do. Yes, they are. I will agree with you 100%. The greatest thing for us as a family, and I think it goes back to my Italian heritage, is that the two things that you can do to show people how important they are to you is one, to open the door of your home, because that's considered for most of the Italian Catholics where, Christ is at the most is in your home with your family. And two, to sit down and break bread with people. And I was honored to do that with you guys. We had a great time. It was enjoyable over at Animal Kingdom. And then of course we tried to do a very serious quality picture for Instagram. And what does Bob do? Stick his tongue in my ear. So that was fantastic. That was absolutely
leave it to Bob.
Yes, amazing there as well. Let's talk for a second. One of the things we like to do is go outside the realm. Let's talk about Disney collectibles. I see you got a couple things behind you, but what are some of your mainstays for when you're traveling to the Disney locations that you say, oh, if I see something like this, like for us, it's popcorn buckets, it's Jim Shore are big for us, are two of the things. Christmas ornaments are big for us. What is it for Bob and Kelly that are your must-dos?
Every single trip we've been on, I get a Pandora charm.
Oh, cool.
Bob bought me a Pandora bracelet for my birthday a few years ago. I'm now on the second bracelet. And it's almost full. So I get a Pandora charm that I try to match the trip to. Last trip we were on in May was our anniversary, so we bought a little like bride and groom Mickey and Minnie charm. So that's what I do. Just that one charm can get a little expensive sometimes.
They can.
So that's what I collect is Pandora charms.
Yeah, I started out collecting lanyards and pins that were significant to the trip, but then I have so many of them now, I don't have anywhere to put them. So I just kind of keep it to a couple of pins now.
Nice.
I'm not going to trade them. I keep them. There's no trading.
And we do have a small plushie.
Oh, and I do have a plushie obsession. I do like them.
You do.
I do.
Yeah.
Kelly's like, oh my God. And I'm like, but I like them. They're so cool. I got different kinds of Mickeys. Yeah, it makes me smile all the time.
Well, and our friend Emma, because our best friends who we were lucky enough to meet through YouTube are Emma and John.
Yes. From the UK,
they live in
England. Tell everybody.
Yes, but Emma has this rule where if you pick up a plushie and you cuddle it, you have to take it home. Because if you put it back on the shelf, its feelings are going to get hurt. So we have, if you pick up and cuddle this plushie, you're taking it home. So a lot of times it's a joke. We're like, don't love on the plushie because you're going to have to.
So you're running interference against Bob down as he goes through the stores.
Like, I do end up using.
You can pick it up and look at it, but you cannot love it.
I usually bring one home with me almost every trip.
Nothing wrong with that. Let's see here. I saw that Monty Fitzbrown says I collect Pandora charms for special occasion trips too. There you go. Anthony the Molar Man has joined us. And Jill says, hey, Pandora charms are so beautiful. I totally understand that collection. So cool stuff there. I love that stuff. So, as you know, it's amazing with trips and everything that you can find something, and it's always good to have. One of the things is, as I watched your videos, and I'm sure you guys are seeing it here, is that Bob and Kelly's relationship is unique in the fact that you guys, I always see, no matter when I've seen you on or been around you, obviously every couple goes up and down, but the magic that I see between you guys reminds me of Disney magic. You know,
Aw.
what is it? What is
That's
it?
a you're gonna make me cry. That's a
Well,
huge
I'm just being
compliment. Thank
honest.
you.
You know, I look, I always look. If you know, I kind of tell Preston this. You know, if you want to get better in life, you look at others that are doing something better than you and try to replicate it in your own life. So I, you know, as I've tried to work on my relationship with my wife as I've come home, there are several people, and you guys are one of them that I see how you do it. Does the Disney experience, does that help to bolster all that love of Disney that you guys share? Does that help to bring what we see is which is so unique?
No.
Not for you, Bob. No.
I think we had it, and we've had it, since the beginning. It's been something special. It's been, the best for me
Okay.
ever. But Disney is something that we share, that we both love tremendously, and it's easy for us to bond over that.
That's true.
It's not like we have. I mean, we do have like little interests here and there that we go to our separate stations,
Yeah.
but that's the one that we just wholehearted go in
love
for.
You're all in. Yeah, I think, and it's Disney, going to Disney for me has kind of helped break me out of my shell. I was a super,
big time.
I was quiet. And even when we first started vlogging,
You
I
hold
wanted
on,
to like hide in,
time out.
yeah,
You
I
were
wanted
an
to like hide
introvert?
in the corner and,
Really?
She was a whisper vlogger.
I was, yeah, I was
Wow.
very shy, not, meeting people, I got really nervous. So it really has helped me kind of come out of my shell, and I can be silly and I can be a kid and I can cry at the fireworks and I can, put my hands up on Big Thunder Mountain and, scream, and it's just awesome. And Bob has always been a big kid, so he's like let it all out.
Love it.
So I think that has helped me, kind of break out of my shell a little bit.
Well, and as we're
You know.
talking about family and emotional things right now, let's talk about something that I don't think a lot of people know about. I know I reached out to you when I saw it. I think might know where I'm going with this, Kelly. There's a hand holding tradition. Cat, hold on, sorry, I got thrown off.
There's one of them.
Sorry,
Puffer, get him.
get away from those plushies.
Yeah,
I
leave
know.
my plushies alone.
There's a hand holding tradition with you and your family of a picture taking of a hand holding thing. I was very touched by it when I saw it. It was the first time I'd ever seen it done. Can you tell everybody what I'm talking about?
Yeah, when the very first trip we went to Disney, Kaya turned 5 and you turned
50.
I just gave away our ages. I started taking a photo every single trip that we went on of Bob and Kaya walking away from me, mostly because I have short corgi legs and I'm always behind everybody that we travel with. So I started taking a picture of them. They were walking away from me holding hands. So it became a tradition now. Every single trip we've been on, and then some.
Yeah.
I have to take we call it a butt picture. So
Okay.
I have to take a butt
It's
pic.
like it's opposite. Okay, butt pick, and me and Kaya will go. We're usually walking in front anyway, and
Yeah.
we'll just grab hands and we'll just walk.
And sometimes it's bias, and honestly, sometimes
yeah. Sometimes we'll just walk around holding hands.
Yeah,
too,
so
I think that's an incredible tradition. I love it. I love it.
I even had, when Kelly wasn't with us in Disney, I had PhotoPass photographers take the picture for us.
That's cool. That's
I mean, like, can you take a picture as we walk away? And they're like, what?
I can't wait when she graduates from high school or gets married or something like that. I'm gonna put them all together in like a collage or a
'Cause she was like
slideshow or
this
something.
big.
Yeah, she
Right.
was
Like
teeny
this
tiny.
big, and now she's like this big.
I know. Now she's a little bit taller than me. So
I love it. I
Yeah.
love it. I love it. That's awesome. And I want to take a quick break in a second. When we come back, I want to talk about cruising with you guys and Disney cruises and what you guys have done. I want to talk a little bit about a little bit of Disney magic with Walt Disney and your thoughts and where you're going on there. And I want to talk about I want to hit you with your favorite threes. So here's what I'm going to hit you with, so you can think about them now and do it. I want to talk about your favorite, obviously, location to stay when you go there. It could be the same for both of you or different. Okay, Karen Cook, hey Yachty, and Nick, Walk with the Woods. Thank you all for coming in. Look at all these magical people that are coming in for Bob and Kelly tonight. I love it, you guys supporting Bob and
thank
Kelly.
you guys.
If you're not, I'll get to that in a second. If you're not subscribed, the links are right there. Jesse just dropped them for all their socials. Give them a follow if you're having a good time tonight. I would really love that. But I want to talk about your favorite location to stay. I want to talk about your favorite restaurant on the park. And I want to talk about your favorite park to go to and your favorite park ride. I think that always says
Okay.
a lot about everybody. I'll give you a chance to whack that cat in the head for going after the pluckies, because that should be something that cat should know better on. And we'll come back in 1 minute with Bob and Kelly. Let's check out these community segments. First, brought to you by the Disney Baker, everybody. Brought to you by the Disney Baker. This is People in the Park. Please drop the Disney Baker link into the chat if you wouldn't mind, moderators, and check out these few good pictures from this week that I got. There's a great one, Diz Our Dream and Tim Rempel, and that's Billy. That is Kenzie Days' mom. That's a great one. They were down in the park hanging out over Memorial Day weekend. Here's a great one, Myers and the Mouse. They were in the House of the Mouse in California. A great picture out there for Kelly and Mama. Carl and Kiko's Adventures had a great time down there. They're down in Disneyland. Great picture there right in the park. I love that. Love Carl and Kiko. Here's a great one. Big group of people together. Diz Our Dream, hanging out with Kenzie Days and Matt and Tracy Glenn and beautiful Billy. And, of course, the amazing Amy AJC, all hanging out, having a little breakfast or dinner or something. It's food at Sanaa. I wonder if Jeff picked up the check. This is Lou Mongello, our good friend, the Hall of Famer now. Lou Mongello, he was out at the Star Wars celebration this past week, enjoying himself, having a good time. Good job, Lou, out there reporting on that. The WDW couple put up another one of their great, amazing pictures. Taylor and Josh put it up there down at the ball, having a good time down there in Epcot. Jenna, she was about to be sucked into a multiverse. Somebody had to save her. I hope Dale did. This was a great picture out there in California at the Avengers campus. Our good friends, Charlie and Stacy, the Nerd Herders, were down. They either took a quick trip over to China or they went to Epcot. I'm going with Epcot. That's a great one there. I love that one. And two more for this segment. Hanging out with the Connection. You got to love that. The Connection are all over the place. We're going to talk about them literally in just a second. It's a great one there. And this one is our friends from Florida Park Explorers and Rich and Star hanging out together in the park. Magical Mail this week. I've got to go to the post office this week still to get over there. We do have a post office box. We love to receive mail. If anybody would like to send stuff to Preston, he loves to open stuff. Mail brought to you every week and every time by
Main Street Treat brings Disney to you. Hey, we're Rob and Mel from Disney Connections and the new owners of Main Street Treat Company. So come visit us over at mainstreettreat.com to order your treats today.
Love Main Street Treat. You guys got to check them out if you want snacks from the park. They're phenomenal. Casey's Corner of the World. Our executive producer, Casey Bryant, brings you this segment. It's a small segment this week. Very, very small. It's Casey always likes to congratulate and recognize creators. This week, 1,500 subscribers to Lindsay Land. Congratulations, Lindsay. And congratulations to Mouse Vibes out of California. Hit 6,000. So small list this week. Congratulations to those creators. Coming up here with the last segment we got before we bring back our amazing guest. It is the race to 100K. You got to be dynamic to be in the race. And this is where we track creators. You got to have at least 3,000 to be considered to go into the race. Tracking them on the way to 100K. Brought to you by...
Hello everyone, it's Chris with Disney Dynamics. We bring you tons of Disney content with a little bit of humor. My mom thinks I'm funny anyways. 4K unboxings of Disney merch and promo codes to save you money. We bring you live to Disney parks, and then after the sun goes down, we head to Disney After Dark, where we mix Disney-inspired drinks and have slightly inappropriate conversations with our Disney friends. If that sounds good to you, you're just the right amount of weird to fit right in. That's Disney Dynamics, spelt with a K for some reason.
All right, here we go. The race to 100K. It's the top three here. I'm having trouble. Bob's making me laugh, guys. The race to 100K. These are your top three. Jackie, super enthused, has gotten closer. She's up to 98. Best Life at 91. Panda just a couple hundred away. We got to get some creators to share them out. I'm going to have to make some phone calls. Try to get that done. This leg of the race stayed the same, 75 down to 41. Everybody picked up some content followers, but the order stayed the same, numbers roughly close about that. But congratulations, all these great creators. Again, if you're looking at this list, we're not asking you to go subscribe. We are just asking you to do me a favor and go over, take a look at them, and if they meet your viewing content, then give them a follow. Ava, I'll follow up with that in a second. Let's see here. Theme Park Steve got fireworks this week. He jumped over some people in California up to 34. Everybody else remained the same. Again, they all picked up some subscribers each. Different ranges from, 100 to several hundred to 1,000. Fluctuation as you go through. Leg Life down to Mouse Talk right there. Got highlights and fireworks for the Leffersons for passing Diz Cupcake this week. Again, same deal. Everybody picked up a little bit along the way. And that's exciting. That's kind of what you want people to do, is to just keep growing. Major mover this week, Magical Meg jumped over 7 people. She went up to 12.1. So congratulations to her. We now have 3 channels in that 12,000 range with Vincent and Paul there. And Drew in the Moment went up to 11. So nice job. We'll do the physical recognition during the show for them when they all hit 15K. All the way down to ear. That's a good deal right there. Next part of the race, Diz Our Dream down to Trippin. Highlights to One Little Spark JL, passed over Meg to jump up to the middle of the pack. And of course, we put Brian and Amanda back in there since they got their channel back. Might have them on the show Friday night to talk about what happened. I've made the offering for them to come on. The Magic of the Music all the way down to Molly Fitz Brown. Highlights to Mouse Vibes, again up to 6,000, passing a couple. Everybody picked up a bunch in here along the way. So it's awesome stuff. Of course, Chip & Co. right in the middle. Make sure you're checking out Chip & Co., who is our featured news source. They are amazing. Last half of the race, One Man's Dream down to Brandy and Dave. The order remains the same. Everybody picked up a little bit here and there. So, again, congratulations to all these creators. They're on the race to 100K. If there's somebody you think should be in our race that's not, please reach out to me with a direct message. We will consider them for implementation. Want to highlight before I get Bob and Kelly coming back in here to close things out and do a couple more questions tonight, that next week, Caitlin in the Castle will be here. Young lady I haven't had a chance to really sit down and talk with. This was a spur of the moment offering. I met her on another channel one night and I said, hey, let's introduce this lady. Let's bring her in. So we had an open night. She's getting a spot. So I'm going to get to know her just like you next week on Wednesday. Friday of this week, don't forget Disney News and Merch every Friday night, 10 o'clock. It is a full, detailed, 100% legit news and merch show. And if you come over, you'll learn something. You might buy something and you'll have a good time. I guarantee it. Sunday coming up, Florida Park Explorers will be in the hot seat answering some ridiculous questions from us. That will be a lot of fun. Just a quick reminder before I get back to my guests that these are the people that I watch on these days, and I highlight them not because they do anything now, but because of what they did in the past. During some of my toughest days when I laid in the hospital, they were constantly reaching out to me, doing things for my family over and above, more than I could ever say thank you for. So I thank them by putting their content out, putting their logo out there, and hopefully people will see them and maybe find them for what they are, which is amazing people, amazing creators, and give them a little bit of love. My guests tonight are 2 people that have shown me on this channel just as much love as everyone else has and more. Kelly has been there many days talking with me and supporting, and Bob telling jokes. And if you're not following their channel right now, you're missing out. You're missing out on smiles. You're missing out on laughs. You're missing out on a cat that's going to jump up and attack at some point. All these good things can be found over on Bob and Kelly. It's travel, it's Disney, and more. Speaking of travel, Disney, and more, let's talk about cruising. You guys have done some cruising in the past. Tell us what you've done and what content people can find, and then talk about also what cruises do you guys want to do?
Actually, our first vlog was a cruise. it was the Disney Wonder when we traveled up the West Coast.
California,
From San Diego to Vancouver. So, but we had done one other cruise. We were on the Dream.
Been on the Dream
Okay.
twice.
Yeah, but that was our first trip to Disney World.
Right.
We went on the Dream and to Disney World.
Right. And then we do have the Wish booked for next year.
In
Nice.
23.
And we have another California coast trip booked in
November. Right after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, so we've
Love
got
it.
some cruises coming up. So we're super excited. We're trying to get all the ships.
Right now we're missing
the fantasy.
The fantasy, the magic, and of course the Wish.
Yeah, so we're working on it.
I love that. Well, and guys, here, if you like cruising and you want some content, make sure you're following Bob and Kelly. Keep up with it. Quan, thank you. Says, I like everything on your channel from NHL to Disney. This is my first day tuning in for Disney. Welcome in, Quan. Thank you for your support.
Wow.
And, we're glad you're here joining us. That's why we do the sports, is to meet people that like Disney that want to come over. Chris Dye, welcome in. We've had some great people in here tonight. And I would say use Bob and Kelly as an example of Jennifer Caruso, I believe is how you say her name, and like Chris Dye. Some of these people have been around supporting the Disney community. Bob and Kelly kind of started out the same thing as creators, and then they've been all over supporting and making friends, from watching content to sharing out content to doing anything they can to support the community. That's how you become an inducted Hall of Famer. And for you guys, Bob and Kelly, if you're looking for a way to get in, follow their lead. I would give it out there. Let's talk Christmas and Halloween. I always like doing that. Welcome in, Amanda. Thanks for coming in. Are you guys more Christmassy, more Halloween when it comes to the whole Disney magical thing? Are you in the middle like me of Hallowismus and want a little bit of everything? Where are you?
We're completely opposite. Split
I'm Halloween.
and I'm Christmas.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
So, okay.
Totally.
If you have to pick one and you have to work together, is it that you're going to end up down there on October 30th, 31st, 1st,
Yes.
and 2nd, so you get both, is what you're telling me?
Yes.
Love it. So,
Yes.
Kelly, so for the Halloweenish, let's start with Halloween. What is it about the Halloween with Disney that drives you guys, for you?
Well, yeah, Bob's the Halloween guy.
So what is it for you, Bob?
I've always loved Halloween. It's been it's my favorite holiday ever.
Gives you a chance to
It
dress
gives me a
up.
chance to be myself and others.
And others.
And others. Okay.
I get to represent everything in my head, you know?
I'm sure that you've been to the Halloween party in the past, yes?
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what was your favorite part? Halloween parties are being reintroduced into Disney this coming August, I think it starts. What is your favorite parts of that Halloween parties from the past for you?
Believe it or not, my favorite part of the Halloween party, and Kelly's probably going to punch me for saying this, I love the Villains Parade. I love the parade.
Nice.
The
No, I
Halloween
think that's
parade
great.
is my favorite. Yeah, but
You're not a parade person.
I don't like parades.
Yeah.
Anytime, any other thing, I'm not watching the parades.
Okay. All right. That's cool. I think for me with that, the Headless Horseman coming through, the sound of those horseshoes on Main Street before it gets to you is just an incredible thing there. And I think that Disney does an excellent job with decor on Halloween. So I get where you're at there, Bob. So let's transition. Let's move over to Santa and his elves down there. Kelly, what is it about Christmas for you with the parks?
For me, with the parks and Christmas, it's the lights and the trees and all the decorations and the music. When you kind of come down Main Street in Magic Kingdom, you get the Christmas music. And then if you're there for the party at night, the Snope. It's just incredible. It's, for me, that's magic.
You hit it right on the head for me. It's the ambiance of the whole place being encompassed into one big Christmas wonderland. It doesn't matter where you're going.
Mm-hmm.
The music, the smells, and everything. I agree with you. I do think that Halloween has the better parade. Honestly, even though I love the holiday parades, I still think the Villains Parade to me is one of the top. But I think overall ambience, it goes to Christmas. So that's pretty good. Okay. Disney Stranger Danger.
Yeah.
Stranger Danger, Bob. Stranger Danger. I got to warn you. Disney Stranger would like to know, when was your first trip to Disney? Which we kind of touched on, but we never really talked about official. And then he wants to know if they had to say who is the bigger Disney fan, is there, or is it a balanced scales of justice?
Our first trip was
2013, my 50th birthday, and Kaya's.
Kaya was 5. Yeah.
Because our birthdays are only 10 days apart.
Okay.
So we celebrated both our birthdays.
And I think it's probably a balanced scale as far as who's the bigger Disney fan. Okay, I instigate more trips, but
Kelly, hold on. I should have my sound bites ready because I didn't. I can't even get that. I can't even get to the one I want, which is the ding, 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 because you're the winner. I'll just give you. Let's see. God, I got to find one to at least give you here. I should have been right here. Here's one that'll work. Ready, Kelly? You're the bigger fan. Woo! Yeah. Jeff is very.
I'll take it.
Even.
Jeff's
Not
very
even.
excited.
Are you gonna fight? Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fight. I painted Disney characters on my bedroom wall.
Uh-oh.
In high school.
I gotta give props to Bob.
I have Disney watches. I have Disney watches before she was born.
I'm gonna say it's
before she
equal.
was born.
I'm gonna say it's
Yeah,
equal.
I think it's pretty equal.
It is. Yeah, that's awesome. I love that.
That's what makes love great. Is I can compromise. I'll give her that for now.
Absolutely. And the fact that the Disney Stranger almost started a fight on live air, that's also good as well, as we go
It's
through.
all good.
So let's talk about this as we go through here to finish up tonight. I always like talking about Walt Disney. And, obviously he's meant a lot to us, all of us here, because God bless that gentleman, because had he not drawn a mouse on a napkin, we're not sitting here talking tonight about Disney and whatever. If you all had the chance, you guys go to both parks, you have memories at both. Would you want to spend time with Walt or Roy if you had a choice? And what would you want to do?
Pete, hang on a second. I got to say bye to my daughter.
Oh, Kaya's getting ready to go to the theater with her friend. She's going to see Dear Evan Hansen at the theater.
Nice.
Bye,
Tell Kaya I'm upset. Hello, Kaya.
Say hi.
Oh, that's all. Okay. That's pretty much what I got at breakfast, so we're good.
Yeah. Sorry.
Kaya.
So, I'm going to answer your question while Bob says hello to the parents. For me, I think personally, I'm going to choose Roy. I think I would like to talk to Roy and, talk to him about his brother and the responsibility that he took over for his brother. And since I'm kind of a Disney World person,
right.
Roy took over Disney World and he took over that project, and he took Walt's vision and kind of maybe twisted it just a little bit to give Roy his own flavor, in there. So personally, I think I would like to talk to Roy and, what was it like to be the brother of Walt Disney?
That's kind of cool. How about you,
See,
Bob?
that totally makes sense because Kelly's the details person.
I am the details person.
She's the details person. I'm the dreamer. I say, what if? And that's what I always loved about Walt. Walt was like, what if?
Right.
And he didn't let anybody talk him out of it. He said, I want to do this. I'm going to do this. Then he goes, Roy, make it happen.
Make it happen. So that's kind of like us. You're the Walt, I'm the Roy, because I am the how are we going to get this done? And how are we going to pay for it? And how are we going to...
And I'm like,
You're like, it'll happen.
We got it.
We got it.
I love that. I always throw this to my guest on Tuesday night. I'm going to throw it to you guys for once because I think it would be interesting. And you guys weren't prepared because I didn't tell you about this, but as I wasn't expecting to do it, why not? I'll throw it out there. The 6 Degrees of Walt Disney. I talk with a lot of my people on Tuesday that are celebrating the arts, and they're in the thing with Walt. We've got down as low as one way away from Walt Disney, which is kind of cool.
It's amazing.
Can you think? Do you have a 6 degrees of Walt Disney? Have you met somebody or had a relationship of some sort with anybody in the Disney world that can get you there within 5 or 6 degrees?
I don't think I do.
No.
I think we're 6.
Okay. It's a tough one. It's not easy. Hey, Cinderella, welcome in. We're going to talk about her in just a second here in just a minute as we get ready to go out. The 6 degrees is tough to get to.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, you have to know somebody, or you have to know
who knows somebody.
I mean, we have friends that are cast members.
Yeah.
Maybe that gets us to 5. I don't know.
Okay. Probably. Okay.
I shook hands with Tom Selleck. I'm sure he was in a Disney movie once.
Oh no, I don't recognize him. I don't thought about Tom Selleck. So let me throw it over to you for a final thought of the night from your side of let's go the Colorado Rockies.
Rockies are okay. Kaya's more of a baseball fan than we are.
I want to talk about the baseball team. I want to talk about the mountains.
Oh, the mountains! I love the mountains.
It's you guys and mountains, and then over here.
Yeah,
geography.
It's like sometimes I still have to pinch myself that I live in such a beautiful place.
Yeah,
we are pretty lucky
because it is. I never get tired of the scenery.
No, we get to see Pikes Peak every single day, and it's amazing.
And when it's got snow on it, when it doesn't have snow on it, it's majestic.
That's pretty beautiful. So, final thought of the night for you guys.
Final thought. I just want to say thank you, Pete, for all of your support. Thank you, everybody, that was in the chat today. It means a lot to us to have a community. I'm going to cry. I don't want to cry. It just means a whole lot to us just to have the community and the friendship. And, thank you for being such big supporters of ours. And, the day that we got to have breakfast with you, it was amazing at Animal Kingdom. And, it meant a lot to us that you would take time out of your day to have breakfast with us.
Well, for my final thought of the night, first, I'd like to welcome in AJC Amy for coming in. Secondly, I want to do something. One of the things that I'm going to start doing at the end of my times is highlighting another creator to help out, just like I highlighted Bob and Kelly tonight. I want to highlight tonight, and you'll see a commercial on our Disney shows coming up on Friday night. Cinderella Loves Disney. She had an amazing interview with us on Sunday night. So if moderators could drop her link into the chat right now. Allie's doing a ton of Disney content. She's another great, strong female lead in our community, like Kelly, like AJC Amy, who was recognized and inducted this past time. Cinderella Loves Disney does an amazing job, so please drop her link in. I want to personally first say thank you to both of you for all your relentless support for me and my channel. You came in and you're relentless moderators when you're available to support. You're always in our chat talking and helping, sharing out. You're the epitome of friendship for us, for me and Preston and our entire family, and I'm grateful there with that. I want to remind everybody to do your two things. Tube it up, everybody. Tube it up is important. If you have a creator you like, whether it's Disney or not, preferably Disney, but Disney or not, if you have a creator you like, do me a favor. Go in and do all the free stuff. Put their link out. Want to share? Leave a like. Leave a comment in the chat after the video. Talk in the chat. All these things that help, that are free, that help your creator grow. I guarantee you'll be happy if you hit that subscribe and tomorrow your creator did another video because they got fired up about it. Secondly, spend 10 minutes a day if you can at a minimum with your creator. I've been on this crusade. If you stop in and just leave a like and leave during a live show, you hurt your favorite creator. You do not help. Okay? The like doesn't mean a daggone thing because you're taking their average watch time down. You want to leave a like and you can't watch? Leave a like before, leave a like after. Don't come in during the live because you're doing it. If you're going to come in live, if you can give 10 minutes or more to your favorite creator, it'll help their watch time grow. YouTube will think, hey, they're doing a good job. Share them out a little bit more, and maybe they grow. And maybe we get to see Bob and Kelly at 3, 5, 10, 20, God knows where 1,000, which would be great if that all happens. I appreciate that. We did have an incredible time eating breakfast over there. I'm glad you brought back that memory, Bob. It was fun sitting there having breakfast with you.
Yeah, I'm so tired to be blamed for overtime that I carved up Timon.
Oh my God.
Thanks, Musketeers, for joining the party. We'll be looking for you tomorrow, same time, same place. Bye, all.